and forbidden rice. A delicious and nutritious meal that is going to make you look like a star. And these are the ingredients. This is a 2-pound salmon fillet. I'm going to be using 1.5 cups of panko breadcrumbs. Panko breadcrumbs are Japanese breadcrumbs. If you can find it, you can use your regular breadcrumb, but I highly recommend this type of breadcrumb because it makes this dish absolutely delicious. I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of parsley, and very important in this dish is this herb called dill. And dill has a lemony flavor that really complements the salmon fillet. Step 1 is to make the crust. In my cup, I'm adding the salt, the rosemary, the garlic powder, and the parsley to my panko breadcrumbs. I'm going to mix them well. Now into this, I'm going to add the dill. And I am going to cut it with my shears. This is very, very simple. And am I boiling it? I guess I'm going to be using about maybe 3 to 4 teaspoons of dill. And I wish you could smell it because it smells so lemony. This is one of my favorite herbs to cook when I'm cooking seafood or fish. It's really, really delicious. Now I'm going to mix it. Let's see if I want to add a little bit more. Yes, I do. I want it to look a little bit more green. And that's it. I'm going to reserve this for later. Mix again. And to this, we need to add about, I don't know, like a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Just a little bit to mix it. Mix again, and this is going to make the breadcrumbs a little bit wet and easier to handle when applying it on top of the salmon. Maybe just a little bit more. What you want is a consistency of wet sand. Okay, this is ready. The salmon is already in the baking dish that I'm going to use, and I at the bottom I added just a little bit of olive oil. You can use non-stick cooking spray if that's what you want, but I prefer the olive oil. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt, not much. Remember, we already have spices in the crumb. And now I'm going to use with my hands because trust me, it's the best way of doing it. I'm just going to start covering the salmon with the crumbs, with the crust. See how beautiful it looks? Try to cover it as best as you can. It's going to go a little bit, going to get away, some of it will get away, and that's fine, it doesn't matter. Cover it all. Here we go. A little bit more, and when it cooks, this is gonna make a crust that is gonna be crunchy and full of flavors. I'm telling you, this is gonna be one of your favorite dishes, and it's so simple to make. You don't have to be a cook to do this. This is very simple. This is great for beginners. Okay, it's ready. Very good. I have a little bit left, and I am going to put it in this corner. It's completely covered. Now, remember, this is 2 pounds. I'm going to bake it in the oven for probably about 35 minutes at 350 degrees. Now, while the salmon is cooking, I'm going to start working on the forbidden rice. And forbidden rice is a black grain rice that is grown in the Black Dragon region of northern China. It's called forbidden because it was reserved just for the Chinese emperor. Today, you can find it in specialty food stores or online. And let me tell you, not only is it delicious, but it's full of antioxidants. You're gonna love this rice. And this is how I cook the forbidden rice. In my rice cooker, I have 2 cups of black forbidden rice, with 4.5 cups of chicken broth. If you don't like chicken broth, you can use vegetable broth. I added a little bit of salt and a little bit of ginger, of ground ginger, about 2 tablespoons of oil, and let it cook just like any other rice in your rice cooker. Now, once the rice is ready, you need to saute in a pan a small onion and half a red pepper on a little bit of vegetable oil. Don't use olive oil because it's gonna alter the flavor. Once it's sauteed, you're gonna add it to the rice that is already cooked. The salmon came out of the oven, and there's one more step. I want to put it back in the oven and broil it for 1 minute because I want this crust to be crispy, and the broiling it for 1 minute will do that. The rice is ready. See how beautiful it is? Now I'm going to add the red pepper and the onion that I sauteed. Do not overcook it. You want a little bit of crunch in your pepper. It's a great combination when it's a little bit crunchy on this rice. And now all I have to do is mix it. See the beautiful combination? You have the black, almost purple color of this rice against the red. There's a lot of vitamins and minerals here. This is delicious, a conversation piece, and people are gonna love it. Try it. As you can see, these 2 recipes are extremely easy to make, yet very, very elegant. I invite you to check out other rice recipes that I have in my YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.